Hey guys, how you going? As usual guys, I would like to start by thanking my PayPals, and thank you Shannon, I appreciate that, and my Patreons, and all of you guys for just watching. I do really appreciate it. Now, I have been missing in action for the last 2 days because on Saturday night after the video, our clocks went forward, so I actually ended up finishing it when it was midnight here. It was actually 1 o'clock in the morning. And so that threw me off for a couple of days, and I've also taken that couple of days just to relax and to go out and play in the garden. I mean, mow my lawn. And clean up the garden a bit more and clean up, and just like I haven't finished unpacking because I've been so busy just researching and researching and researching. So I started to unpack more and more and get stuff up into the shed that needed to go to the shed, and so that's where I've been the last couple of days. Now, just in my opinion, okay, you don't have to believe me, and you don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. I'd like it if you did, but don't believe what I say. Go and check everything for yourself, do your own research, and come to your own conclusions, because that's what's happening anyway. But I will always say that straight out, and I don't think it matters what your beliefs are at this point. Because we need to unite anyway, and even if we're coming from all different directions to find the truth, I have a funny feeling we're all going to link up in the end. Things will be connected that you would not expect to be connected. Weird things. Oh dear. So, okay, so let's get on with this. This, I have to say, spun me out a little bit. Ah, dear. Okay, let's watch this. This just amazed me. I've got the volume turned down. This is a new form of mask, obviously. Well, no, not really. This is the special effects that I wanted to do when I was younger, but I didn't realise they did that. Isn't that amazing? Now imagine the people we know, which I've got one. If you just hang on a sec, I will show you. Okay, now this is a picture of Joe Biden. Can you see anything? Can you see something? Hang on, I'll move it down. I just want to really make it quite enlarged. What does that look like? It looks like they hastily cut it as well. Or do you think they put really light foundation on him and that's just normal, is the colour of his normal skin? What do you think, guys? Because that looks like a mask to me. And let's zoom back out to the normal picture. What do you think? And just a warning, that looks like they're starting to block people. Apologise for sending the link to the Shadowban EU link. Whoa, lucky I did that. Oh, see? That's what Twitter does to me. It jumps all over the place. It seems they are blocking us all, so I deleted the link. Sorry. So that's from my nasty one. He was obviously talking to someone there. But it could be happening, guys. And this, from the Epoch Times, the American public needs to see the 3 reports, says Devin Nunes. President Trump directed Mark Meadows to begin the process of declassifying documents tied to the Obama administration's investigation and spying on the 2016 campaign. So look for things to start being released. Now let's have a look at Biden and his creepiness. Now I'm going to have to... Oh, you can't make it any bigger? Oh, it's a GIF. There we go. Well, she's 12. And just watch his hand. And she's uncomfortable with that. That's not right. So if you want to vote for Biden, oh my God, why would anyone do that? But anyway, if you do want to vote for Biden, just know what you're voting for. And this from the Hill, Governor Andrew Cuomo, I have to say to the Orthodox community tomorrow, if you're not willing to go live with these rules, to live with these rules, then I'm going to close the synagogues. Oh no. Oh no, he didn't. Oh yes, he did. Well, this sign language bloke should have just stuck his finger up, because that's pretty much what's happening here at the Jewish community. And this one, haven't heard that one before, haven't we? The common cold is a member of the COVID family, apparently. Where'd that vaccine get to? Did Big Pharma not want it to go away? Could it be driven by money by any chance? Look at all the cold and flu stuff they sell people. And that's from Roy Pentland. And from Chiz, man with gloves on wipes down Trump's podium and microphone prior to the debate. Was this how he got it? No, it probably is just the flu, but this is how they gave him the flu? Is what I'm wondering. When it happens, when's it going to happen? Oh, here it comes. And that lady, what's she doing as well? She's under there doing something. He's got gloves and a mask on. And then it just cuts out. Okay. You make of that what you will. I don't know. They could have wiped the other one down afterwards. I don't know. I'm just trying to cover all sides here. Now this from Psychedelic Art. The mummy tomb, which has been sealed for 2,500 years, has been opened for the first time. And this should be interesting. I'm not going to play the sound. Hang on, I'll see if I can... Oh no, well we just watched it. I'll make it bigger, but I'll take the sound off. Interesting. And they obviously have masks and stuff on them. Did that look really long to you? Like, it looked like a small person, but then when they went down the body, it looked like they had really long legs. Like, does that look like a big person? A really big... I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just maybe imagining things. Okay. This is what I thought. If you listen to Trump's Don't Fear the Coronavirus thingy speech, it goes for about 2 minutes. It's on his channel on YouTube. You can actually put his name in and get it. Yeah, we have developed under the Trump administration some really great drugs and knowledge. I feel better than I did 20 years ago. And someone said, Whiplash said, did he jump in a med bed? I don't know why I call them medibeds, but okay, med bed. Because he was talking about all these different treatments he had. And then he said something like they're going to release them soon. They've been... investigating different treatments and stuff like that, and it made me think that things are coming very, very soon. Okay, that's why you'll see with the rest of this that I'm going to read kind of comes to that conclusion. Right, where in the world is POTUS? If, like me, you snickered when POTUS made his I have COVID announcement, then this is your thread. If you believe that POTUS has COVID and is safely at Walter Reed Military Hospital as you're being told, this is not your thread, and this is by Snarkish Dano. Now that I've guaranteed all the doubters will be reading, let's continue. I have a theory backed up with plenty of evidence, both map, 17 and video related, to illustrate where I'm going here. No half-baked theories here, fully baked only, please. I'm even hesitant to post this, but if they didn't want us to figure it out, the breadcrumbs wouldn't have been laid, and laid like Camilla getting to the top. They have been. This whole thread is predicted on the belief that we're watching a scripted movie being played out and in full control of patriots, kabuki theatre. So let's travel in the Wayback Machine to when POTUS and FLOTUS visited Walter Reed back on July the 11th of this year. Pay close attention to his attire, suit and tie colour specifically. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's got the blue, and the mask is slightly blue too. It's very dark, but it is a blue. You can see that? Okay. Remember we made a big deal about him wearing a mask for the first time publicly? He was calling attention to this, saying, hey, look here. Okay, fast forward to October the 1st, the beginning of October. Okay. That phrase will have more meaning, much more meaning later, but let's stay on this course.
Hey, NBC News
October
viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe
Eastern
by clicking
Standard
on that
Time
button down here and click
this.
on any of the videos over here
Hicks,
to
who's
watch
been
the
working
latest
so hard
interviews,
without even
show
taking a
highlights,
small
and
break,
digital exclusives.
has just
Thanks
tested
for
positive
watching.
for COVID-19. Terrible. The First Lady and I are waiting for our test results. In the meantime, we'll begin our quarantine process. And this may seem very strange to some people. I've been following 17 from the beginning. Can someone please tell me what kek means? I know what kag means, but I don't know. I've been seeing this everywhere and thinking, oh, I'm going to slap my head when I like kick myself when I find out what it is, I can guarantee. So the next day we get this one. Pay attention to the suit and tie combo. Same blue. Oh no, that's slightly purple by the look of it. Still showing the mask he's wearing again, matching what he was wearing back in July, or is it just the lighting that's different? Then on October the 3rd, we get this video. Notice the same suit, sans tie this time, but there's some oddness about this video. Almost like a background noise and a swaying motion. And I put this on Facebook the other day. If you watch very carefully, you can see up here at the top. Hang on.
Hard to get.
I have to. Sorry, guys. I have to kill the sound. Now watch just the flags up the top here. You can see like we're sort of rocking a little bit. This reminds me of a boat. This is a boat. And that is why the yellow fringe is on there. When he's on the boat, the yellow fringe is going to be there. For anyone asking about the yellow fringe, why is it back? It could be when he's signalling. He's on a boat. Anyway, I'm going to put all the links for these down below, so if you want to listen to every single one of them, you can. I just don't want to get kicked off just yet. This video gave rise to some questions by people, as evidenced in these two post threads. I saw on a post last night from someone who works on large commercial planes in some capacity. He said the white cabinets behind POTUS are not FAA compliant. When I first watched this video, I was thinking those cabinets look like something on a ship. Exactly. When did he post this? The 5th of October. This was yesterday. Okay. Then this gem popped up, which got my noodle baking, as always a dangerous thing. I had already been thinking submarine for various reasons, but this was the first post that got me going. Okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, sub. See, I thought ship, but I didn't think sub. I can't seem to find him at the moment, but an anon who had worked on Navy ships pointed out that the cabinets were a dead match to ones you would find in an underwater vessel. Cabinets made specifically for rough seas. Oh. Listen closely to the background noise in the video as well. I'm going to have to let you guys go and listen to it for yourself. I don't want to be... Do you reckon I could? No, I'll let you guys do it. If I put the link down below, even if you're not on Twitter, you should be able to see the whole thing. And then today he posts this video, again sans tie, which would make sense if you're in the hospital. Only one change of clothes is the norm. Now many are saying that that last video was done in front of a green screen. Even if not, something isn't quite right with the video. He's very clear. The rest of the stuff's not really. Oh, this wall is. Anyway, I don't know. So that brings us up to the current on the official line. Let's go back to the Hope Hicks tweet and move forward from there using an anon's eye and discernment. I will lay out my premise first and then all of the supporting evidence for it. What a movie this is. Keck, that phrase has layers of meaning, as you will see. Okay, in the hunt for Red October, Tom Clancy and Red Storm Rising. Oh, what if we were watching a movie, quite literally? Let's use the Hope Hicks tweet as the go tweet, 22:44 October 1st. From that point forward, everything we've seen is scripted or pre-recorded. That was the go signal. Once that tweet was made, it was done by iPhone, so theoretically could have been made anywhere. POTUS could have been on the move. So again, an assumption here, no real basis in fact. As if we go down this road, he doesn't have to leave from Walter Reed at all. But for the sake of argument, let's say he does have to leave from Walter Reed. It's about an hour drive to Annapolis. Why Annapolis, you might ask? Well, just wait and see. And so, what do we got? Annapolis and Walter Reed. Okay. It's tiny. Okay, and that's about an hour of time. So let's round it and say midnight on October the 2nd. Once at Annapolis, then what? Well, Annapolis is a military base right on the water. Board a submarine, 5 hours later, open water. Now, why am I assuming submarine? Well, POTUS never goes the direction indicated. First, we have the Doomsday planes up on October the 2nd, so they show air. I immediately think water. And this is breaking signalling to the world. President Trump is in control and our military is ready to react to any threat. The US Airborne Nuclear Command aircraft have been scrambled and are aloft along the east and west coast, telling enemies to back off. Good on you. Then we have the video and everyone coming to the conclusion that the cabinets are in the background are only on underwater vessels. Well, that means submarine. And the only submarine big enough to have a table like that are the Ohio class subs. And there's a wiki link for you to have a look at. Plus we have Hunt for Red October, which has been mentioned a bunch of times by you-know-who. Okay, that is tiny. I can't even see it. So I'm going to have to leave it to you guys to go and read. Back to the boats. Ohio's have a max reported speed of 29 miles per hour, which is 25 knots, which is probably shy by a bit, but I'm using 30 miles per hour as the number to do all my figuring with. So a one-day radius from the Newport News Bridge gives us this. If we figure that he might still be on board, we have this radius to work with. But here's the thing, what if 10 days of darkness means something totally different than what we've figured? Going dark has a specific meaning in military parlance. Going dark is a military term we used quite a bit in the Marine Corps infantry when I was in. It means radio silence, driving blackout with no lights and basically incognito and stealth mode. I use it nowadays when I let people know I'm cutting off my cell phone so they won't try and contact me. There you go. And considering what we are learning about what's going on, I would say this is probably more likely. What's darker than being underwater in a sub heading to a destination? All of this cloak and dagger has to have meaning, but what? Well, let's push out to 5 days of boat ride, taking up the full days of darkness. 5 days there, 5 days back. Interestingly enough, at least one, possibly two military prisons fall within this radius: Guantanamo and Thule. Here is the thread I did about there being 3 military Guantanamos based on the drops. Please read to see where I'm going. Bear with me on this one. Combo of speculation, decoding and sleuthing. We all know from the drops that there are 3 total detention facilities being utilised for fallout from the storm and the plan. Gitmo being the obvious and most well publicised one, but what about the other 2? Okay, so Guantanamo is about 47 hours away from open water sailing. Thule is a full 120 hours away. That would mean sailing full time with little time at the end point. But if you're transporting a couple of high-level prisoners, don't need much time once there. Time on the boat is all that's needed. We know that there will be high-level arrests and such coming soon. We assume 11/3 to be the day, but that's been shown to be a marker, more than a date. So what if we take the Podesta arrest as happening on October the 1st and follow the bouncing ball forward from there? And when POTUS come back, well, what happens when you come out of the dark, from dark to light? What's that? As always, thank you for reading. I will follow back all Patriots. I read that as Facebook. If you enjoyed this, please check out my pinned tweet for other deep and wild digs such as this. Oh, and please retweet the heck out of this. We want this getting to as many people as possible. The Great Awakening can only happen if as many people as possible see stuff. Okay, addendum. Since so many keep asking, I'm tired of typing it out. Why would POTUS want to go there? 1. Question. High-level prisoners. Some of the perps were friends of his at one point in time, and POTUS is nothing if not sentimental. He'd want to know, why the fall? 2. Thanks to someone else for pointing this out. Perhaps he needed to be present covertly for high-level tribunals. 3. He still would question these people to try to understand the why. He's curious. He wants to find a way to make sure we never get there again. He will do anything. I'd also forgotten to include the watch the water as another pointer. Also, in regards to the drive-by today, are you sure you saw POTUS behind that mask? Behind that glass in a moving vehicle? And if he is released tomorrow, how will we know it's POTUS in the flesh? Could be a double in the car sent to the White House to wait out the quarantine for 7 more days, then voila! Out pops POTUS. All of the videos we see could be pre-recorded. Also, at his last rally, it might be a while before you see me again. I have a lot of very bad and very rich people that are after me. Follow the clues. And then this is a potential part of it as well. Agenda 21. Deep cover sources reveal intelligence information indicate 4 assassination teams have been dispatched to take the life of the president. and I'm not going to include that. I won't read that right now. I'll include the link down below so that you can go and read it yourself. This just crossed my feed. Now, why would they need such a large surface fleet? No announcement about it, really. And this is the largest carrier group since the Falkland War, made up of UK, US and Dutch ships and air wing of US and UK. F-35Bs are now prowling the Atlantic Ocean. Think surface cover for a VIP that's underwater. There you go. And Dano made a video with quiet voice. And then this pops up, transporting high-level prisoner indeed. And Hammer Times says, so I take it Obama is at his tribunal? Things are not what they appear. Let's just have a look at these. Yeah, and Obama did say the other day that he wanted to extend his best wishes. Oh, him and Michael. Ah, dear. Okay. So there's that one. And about the masks and that, and even partly about what people seeing Trump and that. About the doubles. Great actors make for a great show. That was something that was said on the boards. What makes a great movie? Great actors. Something's really, really going on here, and it's weird. So, and I kind of know what it is, but I can't wait until it's all out there so we can actually find out what has been going on. Okay. So what about his appearance today at Walter Reed? Did I understand it right, that he went on the submarine with whoever was taken to prison? I'm lost. And Dano replied, a double most likely. And he was going along to do more interviews personally. I believe President Trump wants to know why. Why they did what they did. Anyway, from Julian's Run, this Trump tweet spree is like bellwether for top issues among voters. Ready? Biggest tax cut ever and another one coming. Vote. Religious liberty. Vote. Law and order. Vote. Strongest ever military. Vote. Stock market highs. Vote. Fight the corrupt fake news media. Vote. Protect pre-existing conditions. Vote. Better and cheaper healthcare. Vote. Pro-life. Vote. Massive regulation cuts. Vote. And this from Mission Control. The Clinton Foundation linked to Chinese child sex abuse. From News Punch. Okay, let me see what I can do here. A Chinese kindergarten run by a senior member of the Clinton Foundation is under investigation after claims of child sex abuse and needle marks on children. Oh dear. Parents say their children were stripped naked, given unknown white pills and brown syrup, and sexually abused while in the care of the kindergarten in Beijing's eastern suburb of Guansang. Oh, I don't know. The kindergarten is run by RYB Education Institution, which is currently listed on the New York Stock Exchange. One of the board members of this company, Joel Getz, also served as a director of development for the Clinton Foundation in New York with primary focus on Haiti. Super predators. Several parents found needle marks on their children's bodies. Cakes and Medical Media Group, which is initially reported the story, said on Thursday. Medical examination of 8 children confirmed that the injuries were indeed caused by needles, the police later said. I'm just going to say the police. I don't know how to say that word. According to RT, apart from the needles, children were given white tablets and brown syrup A group of parents who staged a protest outside the nursery told Cakeson, adding that they had no idea what these substances were. Disobedient students were also forced to stand naked or were locked up in a dark room in the kindergarten, one parent said. One father claimed that his child had taken 2 white pills after lunch and slept after eating the pills, CCTV reported. Chinese media reported saying that there were incidents when a naked adult male conducted medical checkups on unclothed children. If there is no explanation, I'm not sending my child here anymore. I will come over every day until they respond, a father named Lee told AP. According to the South China Morning Post, the kindergarten where the scandal broke out has tuition fees of almost 5,000 yuan. Yeah, it might as well be the UN. US is $77.50 a month, which is about half of the average monthly salary in the city. Later on Thursday, Chinese media cited a local education official who said that at least 3 teachers and the nurse at the nursery had been suspended. Police have already launched a probe into alleged child abuse and obtained security footage for the investigation. Recent child abuse cases in kindergartens have greatly harmed the victims and their families and brought serious consequences. They exposed problems in the management of kindergartens. The Chinese Education Ministry said later on Friday, as cited by, I can't say it, I am sorry, but I don't want to butcher it. RYB apologised for the serious anxiety this matter has brought to parents and society in a statement on its website. I would actually, I don't know what I'd do, but I'd want to do something. Beijing-based RYB Education was founded in 1998 and made its debut on the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, in September this year. This is not the first case of sexual abuse to have allegedly happened in RIB education facilities. In 2015, 2 teachers were found guilty of physically abusing children at one of its kindergartens in the city of Xiping in eastern China. That's enough to make you sick. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it off where I started. Back at this weird mask. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let me know what you think of all this down below, guys. Do you agree? I know something's going on, and it's going to be very, very soon. Something's going to happen soon. I can feel it. I know it's coming. I don't know exactly when, but I know it's coming. And it could be something to do with those files being released. I have a funny feeling, yes, that will be the big thing, and then all the medical stuff will start to happen, and then it'll just keep going from there. It'll be, once it starts, it's going to roll. And it might be really hard to keep up with. And also that 10 days dark and the darkness might not be what we thought it was. I said that the other day, that it just could be Trump going dark. And I thought it was happening there, but, you know, we're getting, obviously he's got a body double. He would have to. The amount of assassination attempts against him, he'd have to have one. Yeah, for his own protection. Okay, guys, let me know what you think down below, and I will be back very soon with another video. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.